Hi guys. Obviously, congratulations on the series. I had a blast. I checked out the first four episodes. I didn't want to spoil myself and see that the eighth episode, but I thought, as a whole, big fan. For me, football was my entry point. I'm not very well versed in the world of anime, so I just wanted to know what was your inspiration behind the football, and obviously, do you see or soccer for international audiences? How did you see that as a gateway to sort of bridge to broader audiences with the series?
Yeah, I think sports anime are the best first step to anime and to shonen because it's not violent per se, and you still have this power of friendship, this the team spirit, and everything that goes around. So yeah, I think I start with Dragon Ball, which was not, but I know I think I actually Captain Tsubasa was maybe my very first anime. So yeah, definitely I think sports will bring something that can you can have those the spectacle of sometimes something that happened in One Piece or in Naruto, but without blood and without stuff that could disturb some kind of audience.
As well, obviously jumping into the football soccer stuff. Um, you've had this series in development for a long time. We have the World Cup very soon round the corner.
Yeah.
How sort of important, how meaningful is that for you to have the overlap? I think it's literally days after the series premieres. It's the World Cup. So how important is that for you guys?
I think it's the best luck we could have because actually, like what we say, it's like the magic of trouble of production, let's say. It's because we the production was a little bit longer than what it was planned. So the good thing is we didn't have to cut on the quality. We could keep the project to the standard we wanted to have, so we didn't have to cut corner. And yeah, it's an amazing luck because the project is actually not finished since so long. So that's why we had this amazing opportunity. So I hope that's going to compensate the late, for the project to have like those star align. I hope that can give some boost to the project, like some highlight, and to kind of yeah to be a reward to all this passion and energy we put to the project. So the best present we can have is like if the audience is at the rendezvous to watch the show and give us the
Yeah.
opportunity to keep going, to keep
We just want that, between two games, kids go out and play Dragon Striker.
Obviously, one of my favorite sort of elements of this series is how the visuals are very striking, especially in those the sport sequences. What was it like? How did your team, your animators, build that sort of connection between keeping the sort of almost sacred visual identity of football, of soccer, but also blending it with this epic, fantastical style?
that's really like all the work we put into the storyboard was really to have like this intense action because it's actually quite short compare for example to Captain Tsubasa, who is like anime of football, but the match can spread through 4 or 5 episodes. It can be really long for the action to unfold. And for this project, the action had to be packed, so had to be really impactful. So we try to push as much as we can the spectacle on those sequence, and because we love like power up and like to go a little bit over the top for everything, we put everything we had, and yes, that's really how it's built up. It's like we're watching a lot of anime. We love those type of sequence with the exaltation. Yeah,
Yeah.
exaltation of the movement. And so this is what we try to do to be spectacular.
And I'd say sometimes we had to sacrifice a bit of the real rules of football, and to make something like just spectacular and epic. Everything. Yeah, it's sorry for the purist, but sometimes
That
Gorotama is not exactly football.
that's why it's not called soccer or football. It's called Gorotama because some of the rules was different. For example, we don't have like I don't know how to say in English, but touch. When the balls go on the side of the track and you take it by the hand and send it.
Oh,
So
throw
many
in,
rules.
throw in. Yeah,
Yeah.
So many rules we need change. You don't have any corner. You have so many things. So was to stay on the field and on the action, and to avoid having like a times up in the game was to keep the pace quite intense.
fantastic. Obviously, speaking about obviously the Tama abilities, I
Mhm.
wanted to know for both of you if you could have any Tama ability, what would
Mhm.
yours? I think my favorite comes in episode 4 with the
Mhm.
mist and the sort of the visions, the
Yeah.
illusions. I thought that was a really cool one. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to know your which would be yours. If you could pick one, it could be one from the show or one that you'd just think up on the spot.
Well, that's a good question. On the top of my head, I would say Milo's one, creating jelly, because I think it starts from something like quite ridiculous, and then it will build on a very, very powerful and interesting Tama. So I think that's one I love the most, because it tells a lot about you can start with not the best card on your game, and if you know how to play it, and if your friends are there to help you, sky is the limit.
Yeah, I was going to say Milo too, because it's like, yeah, a good example from a scrappy Tama is
Yeah,
going to like one of the pillar of the team. But
yeah,
if not, it's a character who's not existing for you guys yet. Yes, if you saw until episode 4, I don't think. See, yes, maybe you have seen it. Skadi.
yeah.
Skadi, you have a Kultama. It's the girl with the ice legs and hand legs, and that was a really cool character to develop, and how she's going to move in the field was something really cool to create.
Obviously, I did a little research. Obviously, a big part for you in the development, in pre-production, during production. You were frequent visitors to Annecy
Yeah.
Festival. How valuable is it for you as storytellers, as creators, to have that sort of that platform there to get those early reactions from the wider animation community as you begin developing this world and sharing this world with audiences?
That's super important to get feedbacks, because when you work on a project, uh, you are all the time together, and you end with an homogeneous idea of the project. So it's super important to be able to show stuff to people that just have a fresh eye. um, and so yeah, so Annecy is perfect, and we just started to present the project to a couple of events. We were in Chicago this weekend to present the project, and that's always amazing, to have the first feedbacks, and it helps a lot to to work on the following seasons, and the following stories. What will be super interesting, I think, is to start to understand what characters are the favorites and why. Because when you create something, you can guess, but most of the time, I'm wrong about this character is gonna be famous and he's not, and this one, you don't know why, but has all the attention. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's like the part we don't have any control of it, how it's going to be taken by the audience. So it's true when we went to Chicago this weekend, it's really interesting to feel the audience, like really like you in a theater and you really understand when the audience switch, from the first who is like more analytic, what Disney is proposed to us, kind of. So it's more looking and slowly through the episode to feel like they feel like the genuine uh, passion we put in the project, and you feel like the crowd kind of laughing more and more, like get get on the same boat, and that was really interesting to feel like those different hit through the episode, and finishing, yeah, with the audience really demanding for the rest. It's a good start. Now we hope like the world will enjoy it and give us like the biggest opportunity to have a following season and keep going with this project, because we have a lot of stories still to tell. So we hope.
Brilliant. Well, best of luck. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Rush.
Thanks very much. Cheers, guys.